And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Yes, here we are again, another day committed to helping you win in any marketplace. Health, nutrition, lifestyle, recreation, and so much more. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show, where our number one goals are to educate, entertain, enlighten, and most importantly, we want to engage you in an effort to help you win in any marketplace.
The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning.
Now, we want you to save our Consumer Advocate hotline in your phone. At some point, you're going to need it. 813-670-7372. That's our Consumer Advocate hotline.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
813-670-7372.
Here's my number, so call me maybe.
And we want you to bookmark our website, consumerqb.com. A plethora of information available for you at consumerqb.com. You can click on the links. You can see all of our expert contributors there. Over 80 show partners now that we've assembled, we've vetted, and we bring on the air to help you understand more about these daily decisions you have in life, these things happening in the market. We're going to help you understand them and help you think a layer deeper. Avoid a lot of the commission-based advice that's so prevalent in our community. And we don't care if you're climbing a corporate ladder or if you throw a ladder in your truck on the way to work. This show's for you. We're going to help you win. Intelligent Talk Radio. I've got some intelligent folks here in studio with me today. Seat number one, Homer Allen, back in studio, founder of MatchEpic.com. Welcome back.
Thank you, Brandon. Great to be here.
Hey, my pleasure. What are you going to talk about today?
All right, so coming up, I'm going to be talking about an exciting new way to make new friends and find a match for your adventures.
Nice. Yeah, I like that. Really cool website you've got here, and developed the really cool way to match up with folks from languages to trips and all types of fun stuff. Ways that you can have that community, because we have the technology now, but we're kind of losing that personal relationship touch.
Right, that's right. It's becoming increasingly harder to make those connections, and so that site is made to help fix that problem. Awesome.
Good stuff. Also, we got Steve Pohlit back in studio as well. He's an independent BEMER distributor. Welcome back in, Steve.
Oh, glad to be here, Brandon. Always excited to be on the show and talk about the BEMER and the benefits. And today I'm going to address a very popular topic, which is anti-aging. I'm going to link detox into anti-aging. Also going to alert everyone to two sources of chemicals that are damaging that most everyone's not thinking about, including those that eat organic food and drink really healthy water. So that's going to be somewhat surprising, but I'm not going to scare people. I'm just going to make them alert to it and what they can do about that. And if we have time, we're going to go over some of the major benefits of using the BEMER technology.
I love it. Good stuff. Thanks for coming in. And also Jason Stallman making his return back to the Consumer Quarterback Show, health and wellness coach and a fit power couple here in Tampa Bay. Welcome in.
Thank you. First of all, it's so just amazing to be back.
Yeah.
I feel like just deja vu, being back here. But today we're going to talk about some simple steps that you can take to just improve your health and nutrition, just to improve your life in general.
That's right. Yeah. And that's what it's all about. What else do you have in this world if you don't have your health? We take it for granted sometimes until we're in that position and we're sick, or we find out a friend or a loved one has cancer. Then we're like, oh, wow, we need to reassess where we're at, what we're doing. So we want to help you, bring it to the forefront of your mind and understand, that it's small disciplines daily, compounded over time, that's going to help you live a better life. So awesome lineup today. Thanks for coming in, and thanks for listening and viewing our TV show on WeBeam TV as well. You can stream that live from our website, consumerqb.com, or directly from WeBeam TV. You can see our television show version. Also, check out some of our YouTube channels. We got a lot of videos on there, and we would love to help you with that. Let's give a shout out to Brio Tuscan Grill. 2223 Northwest Shore Boulevard in Tampa. Our restaurant partner is Brio Tuscan Grill, located off of Bay Street next to Renaissance Tampa Hotel at the International Plaza. And at Brio Tuscan Grill, you will discover an Italian menu, drinks, and a cozy atmosphere, bringing you the pleasures of the Tuscan Country Villa to Tampa. And so we'd love for you to check them out. Let them know the real estate quarterback sent you, and they're going to hook you up with that free water with lemon. That's right. Every time. Remember that one, Jay?
Yeah, most definitely.
So today we've got some good stuff too. We got 10 cool apps that help you keep you fit and healthy, and we also got 10 health trends that are going to help you, as well, kind of understand that. So we're going to talk about health and nutrition today on the show, as well as marketing and a really cool app here that Homer Allen has created. And so yeah, man. So Homer Allen back in studio here, Match Epic. So tell us a little bit more about Match Epic and give us that overview.
Yeah, so over time, I noticed that I was going on less vacations, less adventures, and it was becoming harder and harder for me to find a roommate. So I found that my existing friends were more involved with their jobs, with their families, and so I said, well, wouldn't it be great if there was a website out there that would help facilitate those connections and help bring people together?
Yeah.
So with Match Epic, that solves that problem, and you can pretty much find a match for almost any activity, and there are 8 focus areas, including professionals and networking, workout partners, roommates, languages, gaming, studying, traveling, and even carpooling. So let me tell you a little bit about how this site works, right? So basically what you do is you sign up for the site, and you have this getting started wizard that helps you to fill out your profile, right? And you have a profile page with a cover photo, with a profile picture, and different profile sections with different attributes. And then there's a search capability that allows you to then search the existing database to find users that are in the system that match your criteria. So that's a little bit about how the website works. Now, we do have plans to provide all sorts of tools and resources. And to start, we're focusing right here on Tampa Bay, and we're donating 15% of the net profit to fight homelessness here.
Wow, awesome. That's a noble cause. We appreciate you doing that. And, we know we have our share here in Tampa Bay, Tampa St. Pete, where the weather's nice. It's a good place for those folks to hang out. So yeah, thanks for doing that. So 15% of all proceeds go. So matchepic.com, if people want to check it out, they go directly to that site. They can set up their own profile.
Right. So right now the site is not live. It's actually it will be in beta between November 15th and November 20th.
Okay.
But if you go to matchepic.com now, you'll actually see a sign up area for the newsletter where you can sign up and you can receive those updates when the site goes live.
Yeah, it's really cool. There's nothing like this. It's, there's other social apps. We all know about them, and there's business apps, more business related. But this is a unique niche because, for example, I took French in high school. I couldn't speak a word of it, but let's say I wanted to learn French or Spanish. There's ways that I can partner up with people to learn and explore those languages.
Right. So think about this, right? So earlier on in my conversation, I spoke a little bit about finding a roommate. Well,
right.
Imagine that you could find a roommate that also spoke French.
Right.
Well, then you could spend all that time that you were around the other person in that roommate situation learning that language. So you can, in essence, be in an immersion type situation right here in Tampa, Florida. You
could play Call of Duty with a French player
exactly.
Nowadays with the World Wide Web, right?
That's right.
So we'll be learning some nice, some colorful language maybe if we're fighting each other in Call of Duty through the connections that you can make on Match Epic.
That's right.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then I love the example also of we are connected online, but it seems like people are looking at their phones more. We're at a social event, we're at lunch and engagement, or walking around the mall, and we're looking down at our phone versus looking up and meeting people. Some people walk into a room and say, "Oh, there you are," and then so it's. When you look at the opportunity that Match Epic presents for travel, I love that idea. Hey, let's put together a group. Let's do a whitewater rafting trip in Tennessee or a ski trip out in Tahoe.
Right, Brandon. So basically, the idea, my personality is such that, I probably, if there's not a friend available to go on a trip with me, I'm probably honestly not going to make that trip.
Right.
But if I could find somebody to experience that adventure with me, then I'll probably go. So this site will open up those possibilities for me.
Very cool. Yeah, I would imagine, too, it could be applicable in a tutoring mentorship or maybe even musical, someone that's a pianist, that to be able to learn.
Right, and we do have that professionals and networking category where you can find those teachers and those students.
Yeah, I like that. Homer Allen here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes. And coming up as well, we've got health experts coming up. Steve Pohlit, independent BEMER distributor. Jason Stallman, he's a health and wellness coach here in Tampa Bay. Some fun stuff coming up later in the show as well. We got Name That Tune. We've got 5 songs from the 80s. We're gonna pit our expert contributors against each other, see who can guess that. And we got some cool apps too coming up as well. 10 cool apps that help keep you fit and healthy. And our feel good story of the week is a 9-year-old with cancer wants Christmas cards for his last Christmas. So we're going to talk to you about that and more from our expert contributors here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. So stay with us. Do not touch that dial. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show, ConsumerQB.com.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at ConsumerQB.com.
Enjoy tranquil seclusion in an eco-lover's paradise. Paddling through the mangroves where the only sounds you'll hear are the sounds of nature. Because you deserve to relax on vacation, visit Pasco County, Florida.
To the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at ConsumerQB.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show. Owner of Platinum MVP Realty and a top listing agent here in Tampa Bay. Also a published author and professional speaker. We'd love for you to check out our book on Amazon, Become the MVP in Your Industry by Surfing the Radio Waves. And we're teaching folks how to start their own show and grow their sphere of influence by harnessing the power of the media. Also got a really cool announcements as well. We're partnered up with Ken Shamrock, former UFC Hall of Famer. and Pride Fighting Championship, WWF Championship champion, that is, and some really cool stuff to come on that. But here we are in studio helping you win in any marketplace. Let's give a shout out to Signature Massage and Facial Spa in Tampa. Are you looking for a place to get a massage or a facial at an affordable price, but without having to sign up for membership? Look no further. At Signature Massage and Facial Spa, they offer a 1-hour Swedish massage, $49.95, always no contracts. Come in early during the early bird hours and receive additional $10 off. For those muscles and knots that need extra work, ask about getting a deep tissue or sports massage. And if skincare is what you're looking for, they have amazing facial and microderm packages. Check out Signature Massage and Facial Spa, 11248 West Hillsborough Avenue in Tampa, or call 813-925-8898, 925-8898 to schedule an appointment. And let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you, and you're going to get 10% off of your services, your initial services over there. And Platinum MVP Realty is our premium sponsor, platinum sponsor. We got a beautiful real estate property over on the beach, Clearwater Beach, Mandalay. It's 1024 Mandalay Avenue in Clearwater. 2-bedroom, 2-bath property, over 1,800 square foot. Beautiful property here in the Clearwater Beach, and great opportunity on the beach, great buying opportunity, and we're having open houses pretty aggressively over there, so probably not going to last very long. Another beautiful property that we have is 215 12th Avenue Northeast in St. Petersburg. Check it out. It's pre-construction, SIPS panel housing, over $1 million here. It's $1.19 million, 4 bedrooms, 5 bath, in Old Northeast, beautiful Tampa Bay. All right, we're back here in studio. Let's shift gears. We're going to talk with Steve Pohlit now. He's an independent BEMER distributor, and this is a great product, not to be confused with the vehicle, the car, but this is an actual health product that NASA is using it. A lot of professional athletes are using it, and it's even accessible to regular folks like you and I, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, so it's BEMER. It stands for Bioelectric Magnetic Energy Regulation Device, and those are a lot of words that really describe it, that it does one thing. Okay. And real briefly, for those of you who can see this online, here's a picture. The lady's laying on a chair. The mat, which is a primary component of the BEMER, is on top of the chair. It's plugged into a computer. And the one thing that it does is the computer sends a highly patented signal into the body. It has a significant impact on the blood circulation in the body.
Yeah.
So that's what the BEMER does, and that's the claim that we make. We make no other claims. We want you to work with your doctor if you're on prescription medication. We don't want you to make any adjustments to your medication without coordination with your doctor. So there's no medical claims, but the claim that we make is the increase of the blood circulation. And I got to tell you, when you increase the blood circulation, the body will take over and do some amazing things. So at the introductory to the program, I mentioned that I wanted to talk about anti-aging.
Yes.
And what most people think about when they talk when you use the words anti-aging is something from the outside in. People are using creams and lotions and potions, and in some cases they may be taking nutritional supplements, which actually are a good thing to do. And all those things can be very, very good if they're high quality products. The way to optimize that is by increasing the blood circulation in the body, because over time what happens is that blood circulation slows down. And as that slows down, okay, then the cells of our body can't get what they need. What do they need? The number one thing that our cells need is oxygen. And the next thing is water, then nutrition, and then the ability to eliminate waste. And we have close to 100 trillion cells in our body, and they're all doing that, okay, if they're healthy. Okay, so to prove this point, I'm going to cite a study that was done by Harvard University. 40 years they studied the tissue that was given, where the cells were given the oxygen, water, nutrition they needed, and were able to eliminate waste. And there was zero deterioration in the tissue. So they got bored with it. They couldn't continue it any longer. And they said, we don't know how long this can live.
Wow.
So I don't want people to think that I'm advocating that you can live forever. Okay. Because we don't know, because the latest technology from the BEMER, which is actually started 20 years ago, but the latest version came out in 2010. So we don't have that much history but we do have thousands of research studies, including double-blind studies, that support this. The point is, none of us live in a laboratory environment, so we don't have that controlled environment. So what we're experiencing is all the influences that cause us to have blood circulation slow down. What are those? Well, a big one, okay, is toxins and chemicals from food. 75% of our food supply is GMO produced.
Right.
Huge issue.
Genetically modified organisms.
Very toxic. Okay, now, I've talked about that in the past. So what I want to talk about today with respect to toxins is the two sources of toxins and chemicals that most people are not thinking about. And that includes the people that are very focused on very healthy eating. So, for example, just imagine that you have an organic farm growing fruits and vegetables and giving animal protein, grass-fed diet, and all that sort of healthy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But in the sky, you're in an area where they're depositing chemtrails. Nobody's thinking about it. Google chemtrails and find out what's going on with that. So those chemicals are now falling into your farm and influencing your animals, and those
it's
farmers,
airborne.
They don't know it.
Yeah,
it's
airborne and it falls on the crop. Yeah,
exactly. Now do another search, which is Fukushima. Fukushima is the nuclear reactor that was damaged by the tsunami in Japan, and take a look at the maps of where that radiation is influencing the water and the air. And the reason this came up for me was because I was having an in-depth discussion regarding EMF radiation, which comes from our cell phones, Wi-Fi, smart boxes, and so forth. And I said I was really concerned about this. And the guy that I was talking to said you need to be more concerned about Fukushima.
Yeah.
And chemtrails. And
was that a recent one?
Yeah, 1 week ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And I thought, wow. And then I started doing the research, and I realized how significant that is. Okay, so now we're all influenced by toxins and chemicals and some other negative things that are going on. Stress. We all age. Okay, and that has an influence on our blood circulation. So what do? Okay, well, the BEMER works to increase the blood circulation in the body. Now, it also detoxes our cells. So it does two things. So as it increases the blood circulation, it's getting more oxygen and water and nutrition to all those cells as that blood flow frees up the circulation in the body, particularly the capillary system.
Yeah.
And then it facilitates detox. So those toxins and chemicals are starting to detox at the cellular level, and then what that supports is all the other good things that you're trying to do. So you take the nutritional supplements, the sustainable exercise programs, healthy nutrition, paying attention to what water you're drinking and the environment that you're in, and now you start optimizing the impact of the blood circulation on your physical appearance, your energy, mental acuity, your cardiovascular system, because as that blood circulation improves, it means that there's less stress on your heart.
Right. So now it's all encompassing. That's what's interesting.
So this is why when you mentioned earlier the athletes, they're getting the benefit of that added oxygen and nutrition to their cells, so their performance increased. But there's another aspect to the athletes, because you read, you know this probably even better than I do, but once they're injured in the sport or when they retire, they often are on a lot of medication for the results that they experienced while they were playing sports.
Right.
And that's not helping them at all, and it's causing a lot of problems physically. So there's another way. And so it gets into the whole idea of discomfort and problems associated with whether it's sports accidents or whatever the case might be.
That's right. Yeah, because and the thing is, too, there's the economy out there. There's all these things happening in the government. But what you got to focus on is things that you can control. As a listener of our show, we really appreciate you listening. And Steve Pohlit is talking about the BEMER product. It's an independent BEMER distributor here in Tampa Bay. Check out consumerqb.com. You can see links to all of our expert contributors there. You'll see Steve's contact information. Consumerqb.com is our website, blog site. A lot of information there. Submit the contact form as well. Any questions, any kind of follow-up, we've got some reports that we could send to you if you want to find out more information on it, consumerqb.com. But it's an all-encompassing effect. That's what I think about when I think about health, and you think about nutrition and all these, there's fad diets out there, and Jason's going to talk more about that, the different types of diets and the different types of products out there. But it's all-encompassing. It's a combination of waking up an extra hour early, still getting your your 7 to 8 hours sleep, but waking up early, being active. I love Brendan Burchard's book. I've just been reading his new book. It's a great book, and he's talking about at points throughout the day when we're transitioning from, we're coming in from work, going back into the house, or we're coming off an email, going into a different. Anytime we're making a transition in life, he says, take a break and do just a 1 or 2 minute meditation and chant the word release. Release the stress and focus on what you're appreciating and what you're grateful for, and then set the intention as you're walking into that next meeting, that next room. He also has some other cues, like if you're walking through a door, the door threshold. Every time you walk into that room, hey, what kind of joy and intention can I bring into this room? How can I elevate the people around me? How can I live a better life and help them live a better life? So we're going to talk more about health and nutrition here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Coming up, Jason Stallman, health and wellness coach, and we've got 10 cool apps to help keep you fit and healthy. Also, we got 10 health trends as well. So stay with us here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We're going to help you win in any marketplace. ConsumerQB.com. And we'll see you on the other side of the break. Don't touch that dial.
Hey everybody, I'm Forbes Riley, celebrity TV fitness host and creator of The Spin Gym. I'm here today with Brandon Rhymes, and you're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Great ways to get happy, healthy, and wealthy.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at ConsumerQB.com. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at ConsumerQB.com.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, owner of Platinum MVP Realty, and a top listing agent here in Tampa Bay, helping our sellers profit more on the sale of their real estate properties. We feature our real estate listings live on air on our daily show and help our sellers set aside or stand out from other traditional brokerages that are going to do the basic traditional marketing. I've got a hot property up here in New Tampa. This one is 10217 Timberland Point Drive in Arbor Green subdivision, 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, just reduced. Owners motivated here at $344,000. Got a conservation elevation view at Timberland Point. Also, a nice reduction here on a property, $1.2 million listing of mine here at Kelly Road in Plant City, 5421 Kelly Road, Plant City. And this is 12.89 acres, 4 bedrooms, beautiful property here, over 8,100 square feet total on 12.89 acres. A couple of great buying opportunities here in beautiful Tampa Bay. Platinum MVP Realty here. We're going to help you win. All right, back in studio. Let's give a shout out to Two Maids and a Mop. The official cleaning partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show is Two Maids and a Mop. And our office, the official cleaning company, excellent service, and a clean house just makes you feel better. It goes right along with this health and nutrition we're talking about. You know, the inside of your home needs to be clean. You got to have the air filters cleaned, all that kind of stuff. And they offer free cleaning to cancer patients. So we really appreciate that. You know, they offer free cleaning to cancer patients, and you know what other company is going to do that? You know, Two Maids and a Mop, official cleaning partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. All right, we're back here in studio helping you win. Homer Allen in the house. He's the founder of MatchEpic.com. More from Homer in our lightning round. Steve Pohlit, independent BEMER distributor, here in studio, as well as Jason Stallman. He's a health and wellness coach and former co-host on the show as well a while back, but now focused more on health and nutrition and lifestyle, helping change a lot of lives, man.
Exactly. And yeah, you know, obviously just super excited, you know, to be back. It feels kind of different, you know, coming from the other side of the table now, you know, from a different perspective, but to have really found like my passion in life. And I always try to set the intention in whatever I'm doing. And so my intention today is just to impact one more life, you know, with healthy nutrition, you know, kind of what he was saying before, you know, this is the only body you're going to get.
Yeah.
So you really do have to take care of it. And so I always try to set that intention.
Yeah, I love it, man. Yeah, we had some fun shows in the past too. Grant Cardone was on the show with us, and you know, some cool stuff. We're trying to get on his stage out
awesome.
there coming up in Vegas with the new product with Ken Shamrock and some cool stuff going on. But so talk to us a little bit about, you know, what you're doing. You guys have how many followers now on Instagram too? I mean,
like 42,000, like something like that.
Just 42,000. That's a lot, man. That's awesome. Yeah. So congratulations, you and your wife are working really hard together here and making this thing happen. So health and wellness, nutrition.
Yeah, and so I want to give you a little bit of my backstory so you guys, you know, can kind of understand where I'm coming from. You know, first of all, I'm nothing special. It didn't have like any special tools or anything like that. You know, you knew me back when I was a little bit more overweight, and when I made a little bit, I mean a lot. I weighed about 232 pounds back when I was on the show. I know I'm getting funny faces in here, and yeah, so I've been able to lose like over 52 pounds now over the past 2 years. But really, I kind of want to give you a little bit more backstory. And so, you know, I started out, you know, high school, early college, you know, as an athlete. I was definitely thin. I thought I could eat whatever I want. I'd go through all the drive-thrus, and I would never gain a pound, you know, so it's awesome, right? You know, you can kind of do whatever you want, and, you know, you'd be drinking and things like that. And then, you know, as you move forward and you kind of move on in your life, you know, you get married, you have kids, you start working a lot more, and apparently you cannot continue to eat whatever you want and continue to look the same way. Except for John over here. And so, yeah, so kind of, you know, over the years just started, you know, putting on weight. And I think when you see yourself every day, you don't realize like the impact that you're making on a daily basis by those small, you know, decisions that you're making.
That's right.
And so, you know, I'm adding on weight, and I'm adding on weight, and I'm adding on weight, you know, and then, you know, fast forward about 5 years, like I really didn't recognize like who I was anymore. I didn't really have a passion for what I was doing on a daily basis. And I just felt bad.
But you were kind of sympathetic to your wife though, because she was pregnant at the time, right?
Yeah. So that was kind of, I say people make decisions out of inspiration or desperation. Yeah. So for me, I think it was desperation, and she, you know, was just kind of looking to lose weight after having our son. We had tried a bunch of like fad things. I'll use that in quotation marks.
Yeah.
We tried, you know, things I would say that are completely unhealthy, things you should never try, even like limiting calories below some ridiculous number.
Right.
Which you could lose weight doing, but that's not a lifestyle. You know, you could lose weight eating just chicken and broccoli in a tiny portion on your plate every single day, and there's no question you're going to lose weight.
Yeah.
But the question is that healthy for you, and can you do that for your entire life?
Right.
So
like the prime example of that was the Atkins, right? You eat all this meat and fats and stuff, no carbs, and then right when you eat carbs again, you blow up.
Exactly. So, you know, with our clients and things like that, we say like keep it simple, and so it's going to be low in calories, it's going to be high in nutrients, and it's going to be mostly plant-based. And just try to keep it simple. They don't have to count anything or use any. And some of those apps work amazing, and they can work amazing for people. But I'm trying to show something that's duplicatable to everyone, and so that's what we try to do. And so, luckily, my wife had found another couple on Instagram who was promoting this nutrition program. We had tried everything, so we were kind of desperate at that point. I did not think it was going to work. I was kind of against the concept, but as some wives out there can be, she was a little bit more persuasive. And so, so we got started. I was able to lose 45 pounds in 3 months. She was able to lose over 30 pounds. But more than the weight, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's awesome. You're going to look better. But before that, I was drinking like 3 to 4 energy drinks a day before this. And I still wasn't keeping up. You know what I mean? I felt bad all the time. And he was talking about, the healthy aging before.
Yep.
And the funny thing was, like, I'm relatively young. And at that point, I was obviously even younger, but I felt terrible.
Yeah.
So at any age, what you're putting into your body, the atmosphere you're putting your body in, it means a lot.
Right.
So as a 20-year-old being, 50 pounds overweight and miserable, that sucks.
Yeah.
And so luckily, we got started on this, and then with results came the business for us. And so really where that came from was so many people were asking us how we lost all that weight. That's a big thing that people want to do. I think 1 in 3 Americans is considered overweight.
Right.
With like somewhere between 1 in 5 and 1 in 6 are considered obese. So there's a huge need for that out there. And so many people were asking. Then we saw a business opportunity. So then we started coaching people, just basically duplicating what we did with others. Now we have like over 250 clients around the world now on 3 different continents. And we've just been able to impact a ton of lives. It's been kind of amazing. And it gives me a passion to wake up every day.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. You can definitely see it and sense it, when you're in the room. And the company you work for, they have these different events, and there's ways to get engaged. And I love how you meet up on Mondays or whatever day of the week it is, and you invite people, and, hey, let's do a workout. Let's do a group workout. Because I think a lot of that is the power in the numbers and the power in the energy, right?
Yeah. And so, like I said before, like my goal and my intention is to make an impact. And so, I do that a number of ways. Obviously, we use social media as a tool, but like I meet people every single day. It could be in the grocery store or whatever. That they have a need, they have some type of want in their life, and so I'm going to try to make an impact on that person's life, even if it doesn't end up making me $1. That's my goal, is to try to make an impact,
right?
Because there's so many people who are hurting, and even people that you maybe can't see are hurting,
right?
Maybe on the top or whatever it is. So I try to go a little bit deeper. I try to build those relationships, and so that's like what we were doing with the Fit Camp and things like that, which what you mentioned is we're just trying to make a positive impact in the community. It was a free group workout. It would always be free. It's just kind of that opportunity to make a positive impact on the community, like you do every single day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, appreciate that. And so if you just joined us, I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes. We're talking with health and wellness coach Jason Stallman here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. And so what else are you seeing? What's trending in this world of health and nutrition? What do you see coming up, or what's maybe a success story?
Sure. So something interesting, and this was a big thing for me, and I think a lot of other people will resonate with it, is they think that the solution, you see in January with the New Year's resolutions of like how the gym gets packed, right?
Right.
So they see the solution as like, I just got to go to the gym. I got to start going to the gym. Yeah. Well, for 2 years before I found, this nutrition program, I was trying to outwork my diet. So I didn't change anything in my diet, my nutrition. And I was going to the gym 5-6 days a week, and I lost like a total of 1 pound, I think, over that entire 2 years. And that's really because I hadn't changed anything else in my lifestyle. I'd always been an athlete, so that wasn't what was going to do it for me.
Right.
It was what I was putting in my mouth.
Right.
And so, that really showed me that, exercise is great. That's, amazing for your body, cardiovascularly. But what it's really going to come down to when it comes to what you want the longevity of your life to be, if you want to lose weight or just feel better or more energy, it's all about what you're putting in your body. It's all about how you treat your body. And exercise is a component of that, but it's a much smaller component than I think people make it out to be. A lot of people are like, I just need to go running every day and then I'm going to lose weight or feel better. And I'm like, that's going to help, but you need to pay way more attention to what you're putting into your body.
Absolutely. It comes down to the why. A new parent says, wow, I just birthed this amazing child. Now I want to be there for 40, 50, 60 years, however long I can last. And it boils down to what Jim Rohn called the greatest of all traits, the number one factor, because you can have knowledge, you can have everything else that comes along with it, all the other awesome traits that there are out there, but the power of self-discipline, the ability to do what you should do, whether you feel like it or not. That's the number one thing. So when people decide to make a change, and it could be just that one decision, and then they have that self-discipline behind it, that's what's going to help them get to the next level.
Yeah, and
there are some options. In other words, when you look at exercise and you look at diet, there's some options. So what's important is to find out what's sustainable for yourself.
Sure.
Right, sustainable. Yeah,
that's the key.
Yeah, those small little changes that you make. Instead of ordering the burger or whatever it might be, maybe a salad with a lean piece of chicken or whatever type of food you like.
And people look at it sometimes as like, they think it has to be something that's massive and drastic, in this one sweeping motion.
Right.
But then that's a complete shock to not only their body, but just their culture, their daily life. And so they quit immediately because it's such a shock.
Last.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
To what they're doing.
That's
so
right.
You want to adopt something that's going to produce a real lifestyle for you, something that you can do, into perpetuity. Because I hear people say all the time, they're like, well, how long do I have to do this for? Or something. I'm like, no, you're completely missing the point of this.
Yeah, that's not gonna last. So, consumerqb.com. Any questions, comments, concerns? Consumerqb.com. Just submit the form. We also have one of those cool pop-up things. It'll pop up and have someone engage you right away. Consumerqb.com. 813-670-7372. Jason Stallman, health and wellness coach here in studio. Homer Allen, founder of MatchEpic.com, and Steve Pohlit. He's an independent BEMER distributor. More from our expert contributors when we come back, and we've got some 10 cool apps to help keep you fit and healthy. We also have this feel good story. We're going to see if it's a feel good story. We call it our feel good segment. Tell me something good. So we got a 9-year-old with cancer wants Christmas cards for his Christmas. So stay with us. Don't touch that dial. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Thanks for listening to my daddy's show. For more information, go to consumerqb.com.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, owner of Platinum MVP Realty. And we got a hot listing here in Largo I want to let you know about. 14465 Tanglewood Drive in Largo. This is a Bay Hill subdivision, 4-bedroom, 4-bath property, just reduced down to $549,000, over 3,500 square feet, double lot, cul-de-sac, beautiful property here in Tampa Bay. Let us set up a showing for you. And giving a shout out to Felicia Lacaille with Healthy Gourmet. She's organic delivery food service. She's going to deliver the meals directly to your home or office. Meal plan starting at $90 a week. Optimal fuel, optimal performance. Felicia Lacaille, founder of Healthy Gourmet. Organic veggies, natural proteins delivered fresh 3 times a week to your home or office. I love it. Monday, Wednesday, Friday roll around. I've got a brand new shipment of food delivered to my home. And, it's great. If I'm on the road, I carry it with me in my vehicle. And, the sun will heat it up to my liking. I'm not too picky when it comes to that. But, so it's great meals delivered fresh. Check out consumerqb.com. You can see links to all of our expert contributors, 80-plus show partners now at consumerqb.com. Now, you can also submit a form. The email will come directly to myself and our show producer, James. We're going to make sure we get back to you before our head hits the pillow. And let's go back to Jason. We were talking, and he's got a special offer for our listeners out there, our viewers of our TV show on WeBeam TV. So what you got, Jay?
Yeah, so for anyone out there who is serious about either losing weight, improving their health, more energy, you could text LOSE to 813-670-7372, but you got to be serious.
Yeah, so text LOSE. If you want to lose some weight, text LOSE to our consumer advocate hotline, 813-670-7372. And what are they going to get with that? They're going to get a consultation, a follow-up?
Basically a free wellness evaluation. I'm going to go over kind of what some of their goals are, ways that we can, pragmatically go after them. Because, like I said, that's my goal, is to make an impact, and so that's what I want to offer.
Nice, yeah. Thanks for offering that. So, reach out 670-7372 if you want to take Jason Stallman, health and wellness coach, up on that offer, and check him out on Instagram as well. Fit Power _couple on Instagram.
Right.
And let's go ahead and you guys ready to name that tune?
Ready.
Let's do some name that tune. All right. So what we have here today on Name That Tune segment is 80s hits. We got all these songs that are released in the 80s. So in studio, we've got Homer Allen. He's the founder of MatchEpic.com. And Steve Pohlit, independent BEMER distributor. Jason Stallman, health and wellness coach. Song number 1.
I got my first real 6-string.
No. This one seems older because
Jesse's Girl?
Close?
Oh.
That was 1984. That was summer of 69.
Oh,
Brian
that wasn't
Adams.
close.
Brian
I just took
Adams.
a word out of the song, I think.
Kind of had the same feel,
Yeah.
though.
That's what...
Here's one. They play this one at football games a lot.
Baseball pep rallies.
1980, Crazy Train, Ozzy Osbourne. All right, here we go. Number 3. 1983. The Police.
Oh, gosh.
Every breath you take. Every breath you take. All right, here we go.
We got to get better at this. Final countdown.
Yeah. Yeah, we got one.
Got one.
Europe is the name of the band. I would have never known.
Oh, I would have never known.
The name of the band.
Great song.
1986. All right, last one. Here we go. They did us. 1982.
Hungry Like a Wolf?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Duran
Oh.
Duran. Yeah.
I'm like, why does this pertain to me?
Nice. All right, so there's that Name That Tune, having some fun with you there on the Consumer Quarterback Show. And our feel-good story of the week, we're going to tell you something good. We always like to go against the nonsense out there in the mainstream media and provide you a feel-good story.
Tell me something good.
So 9-year-old Jacob Thompson was diagnosed with stage 4 high-risk cancer in 2014. Just weeks ago, the doctors delivered the unfortunate news to the Thompson family that he won't be leaving the hospital, and he has about a month to live. Since Jacob loves Christmas, he decided to fast forward to Christmas and have one last celebration. His room was decorated with a tree and lights and snowflakes, and of course Santa will be there. And like any 9-year-old boy, he wants presents and cards from his friends and family. But he also loves cards from anyone who feels inspired to reach out. He got some cards from Halloween. He opened them up and saw them, and it was like getting a gift. He read it to us, a big smile on his face and his nose crunched, said Jacob's father, Roger, told CNN. He was excited to see the people had to say, and they were brightened his day. Only 5 days after the announced the wish, he already received more than 100 cards from people all over the world, and we have cards from the Netherlands, Austria, Denmark, and others, said his stepmother, Tara. We've even heard from Antarctica. And so if you're interested in sending Jacob a Christmas card, please send them here. Jacob Thompson, care of Maine Medical Center, 22 Bramall Street, Bramhal, Bramall Street, Portland, Maine, 04102. So he loves penguins and Star Wars, it says. So Jacob Thompson, if you'd like to have that address, just hit us up on our website, consumerqb.com, and we'll get that to you. But there's your story of the week in our Tell Me Something Good segment. So I guess it's kind of good, maybe not. But
well, I just think that's really cool.
Yeah.
During Christmas time, we spend a lot of time on things that really mean that much, and so can you take 2-3 minutes out of your day and write him a letter, to put a smile on his face?
That's right.
That's awesome.
Write him a card. Absolutely. Yeah. That's great. All right, let's go ahead and jump into our lightning round.
The lightning round!
I am so good at lightning rounds!
I majored in lightning round.
Lightning round. Top tips, things to do, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom. Homer Allen, MatchEpic.com.
Yeah, well, so Match Epic is all about friendship, right? So I've heard it said that you are a combination of all the friends that you surround yourself with. So how do you find those friends that you want to surround yourself with? Well, first, I've seen the advice that the best way to find those friends is to work on yourself first. Think about the kind of attributes that you are looking for in a friend and develop them. Be the friend that you're looking to find.
I like that. Yeah, you're the cumulative of the 5 friends you hang out with the most. In a lot of different ways, income levels and all the above. So that's great. I like that. So Match Epic.
And with Homer's website, you can use a filter and you can literally find those people exactly, how you want to find them. That's awesome.
That's right.
MatchEpic.com. Check it out. All right, Steve Pohlit, BEMER distributor.
So we have an increase in the number of medical professionals, specialties, massage service, sports therapists becoming very, very interested in using the BEMER for themselves personally and in their practice. I want everybody to know in the medical profession that I have a large file, over 500 pages of scientific reports and double-blind studies that support what I'm talking about with the BEMER. So it's 100% supported. The other thing I want to mention is that twice a week we have detailed presentations in our market at our event center in Largo, and I'll buy your ticket. All you need to do is contact me through the Consumer Quarterback Show, and I'm glad to host you at one of these events. And finally, Jason was talking about this, and I think we're all talking about this, and that is take responsibility for your own health.
That's right. I like it. Jason Stallman, health and wellness coach.
Yeah, so my tip for today is going to be take action. So whether it's with your health and wellness, or maybe you have a dream, you want to write a book or start a radio show or whatever it is, take one simple step today. I think so many people see their goal as this kind of massive and far away thing, when you just need to look at it like a staircase. Just take that next step, or maybe for you today, it's to take that first step, but take a first step towards something that you really want.
Yeah, find out, first it starts out with clarity. Get clear about what you want to have in your life and in what area you want to focus on and spend your time in, because, the heart attack rate on Monday morning is 3 times that of most every other day because of people's heart saying, hey, I don't want to go to work. I don't want to go what you set me up for. We went to school and you studied this, and I'm stuck in this trade that I don't like. I'm stuck in this particular business maybe that I don't like. But most people, after the Sunday afternoon football game, they start building up this anxiety, and it hits them on Monday morning. The heart attack rate increases, in the United States, something like 68%. From other days, because of people not being passionate about what they're in, career. And so, Jason Stallman, health and wellness coach, he also has opportunities for people that want to, get into that as a career as well.
Of course. And actually, I'm going to use Jim Rohn again. He's my favorite anyway, so I use him all the time. But he has a quote that essentially paraphrases that, if you don't like something, change it. You're not a tree. You know what I mean? You're not anchored to the ground. If you don't like what you're doing, then change it. If you don't like the way you look, then change it. If you don't like the way you feel, then change it.
Right.
So I definitely can get behind that.
If you're stuck in a rut, I think one of his quotes, if you're stuck in a rut, I hope a wagon wheel comes to motivate you out of it. All right. I want to thank all of our expert contributors here, our listeners out there, viewers of our TV show on WeBeam TV. Homer Allen, founder of MatchEpic.com. Jason Stallman, health and wellness coach. Steve Pohlit, independent BEMER distributor. And we want to thank you for listening and watching our show. And we want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Pack up some leftover food you have, maybe some clothing, carry it with you to and from your commute to work, and hand it to that person that you see in need. Be a force for good in the community, and you'll touch lives and you'll change lives. And we'll see you next time here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, ConsumerQB.com.
You've been listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show. Weekday afternoons at 5 on AM 1380. The Biz.